Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the part 2 of the inventory management version 2023, and this time we're going to test the stocks in if it's working. So in a store, let's add banana and grapes, for example. So the available stocks for banana, there are 300, and grapes there are 300 as well. Let's make a stocks in a store. All right, new. Let's say, so currently there are 100 available. I'm going to add 200. Also, I'm going to add the grapes, which is also, let's say, 200. So it should be 500 once we save. So here, once we save, so this should become 500, the available stocks, because we are adding stocks. So we are doing a stocks in. Alright, just wait. As you can see, it's become 500. And also, you can define here in the stocks in. As you can see the view, you can see here unit price, quantity here as well. So you can also decide how you're gonna arrange this by doing this. Go to view, go to stocks in log, so you can decide which one you like. And let's try the B store. So in the B store, so here we have the pineapple. So pineapple, currently there is 5,050 available stocks. Let's say I'm going to add, I'm going to stocks in B store, and I'm going to select the pineapple. Let's say I'm going to stocks in 950, and the new stock should be 6,000, right? And let's say I'm going to add as well some banana maybe. So currently it's 300. I'm going to make it 1,000. So I'm gonna add 700. Once I save, let's go to the inventory and check the B store. So banana should become 1,000, and this one should become 6,000 once the sync is completed. You don't need to sync it, it's automatically synced. As you can see, it's become 1,000 and 6,000. So now what we're gonna do next is, what if we made a mistakes in the stocks in and stocks out? So if you are going to void the item, so here the design of this inventory is you can void, but you cannot edit the quantity. So if you got a mistake, all you have to do is just void, and then the plan is, once you voided, whatever is the quantity here, it should go back to the inventory. Same goes to the stocks in. Whatever is it in the quantity here, it should also deduct from the inventory. All right. So let's do first the stocks out void. And to do that, there are ways to do that. We can do an action, or also we can do an automation. So in this example, I'm going to create an automation by going to the task. This time I'm going to use the webhook. So here you can go to task, call a webhook. So I'm gonna name this task as void stocks out. So you're gonna trigger this in stocks out log, and then press set. So we have here custom, not a custom, you choose AppSheet API. But before you do that, you have to make sure that in manage, go to manage, integration, in from cloud services app. Make sure you have enabled this and you create an application keys. Okay, that's the first thing you need to do. I already enabled this before, so I'm going to create a task now. Call a webhook. So this will be void stocks out. The table name will be stocks out log, and then choose AppSheet API, select the app. So this is my app, this current app, and the target table will be inventory, because we are going to edit the inventory. And over here, there is already a default text here. We can just remove this. I'm going to share to you the webhook. I already to repair the webhook here. So this is for the void stacks. Just going to copy this and paste it here. So this is what I'm using. Let me just put it a little bit. So this body or this HTTP request is we'll look up in, we're gonna filter the inventory table. So we're gonna look up the item ID that matches with the item ID of this. Once we are voided the item ID of this. So as you can see, there's an item ID here, and also there is an item ID matches in the inventory. So we're going to match that one. So if there is a match, so we will adjust the inventory. As you can see here, this is a void stacks out. So once there is a match in the inventory, so whatever is the quantity that were voided, it will be added in the inventory. So plus this row that quantity. All right, so let's done. Once you're done, you can create a boot, new boot, create custom boot. I'm gonna just name this void stacks out. So in void stacks out, we can configure the event. I can name this the same. I can just copy this. Okay, the new event, I'm going to name this void stacks out as well. And you're gonna trigger this on deletes only. You select the table, stacks out log, add step, custom step. You can name this, and then here you can run a task, and then here void stacks out. Okay, let's save. And now let's test first if this is working. Okay, so going to the stacks out, we do have here banana here, so there is a quantity of 50 here in the stacks out. What if we are going to void this? So if you are voiding the stacks out, this quantity 50 should return in the A store plus 50 also. So currently there is 500. Once we voided that, let's view this. You can do like that, or what you can do, you can just directly click and void this, and in A store it should become 550. Just wait. As you can see, it becomes 550. Alright, so then these transactions here, this is already empty, so you can void this transaction here. So the design here in the stacks out, you can design that the table. You can delete this transaction if there is no related stacks out already here. So we can do that. So we can go to the behavior, and in stacks out table, what I mean is, for example, this one, you cannot void this transaction because there are stacks out items here. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. So let's find this stacks out table. So the delete, this, we're gonna display it permanently, and then what we're gonna do, we have to add this into the slice. So if you can go here, stacks out, go to the stacks out store, there you can add a delete here. Okay, save. So this is the slice. We added the action in the slice. Now going back to the stacks out, now you can see a delete, but we don't want to show the delete if there is a stacks out here. This is to avoid, because the system is set up like that. We have to void all of this. I mean, first we have to void the stacks out related, then we can void this thing. So to do that, you can go to the stacks out table and delete here. So you can say here that only this condition is true if is not blank, the related is not blank, related stacks out slug. Okay, let's save. Now you can see the delete. Okay, let's go back. Sorry, it should be is blank, guys. So if the related stacks out are empty, then we will show the delete button. Is blank, related stacks out logs. Okay, so let's see if the delete button hides. As you can see, you cannot delete this because there are transactions here. So this one you can delete, and also this delete actions. If you are deleting multiple items as well, it will also adjust it in the inventory. For example, this one. So in the stacks out, so we have only one transaction here, which is the grapes. Let's say I'm going to add multiple stacks here. So I'm going to add apple. Say I'm going to add 20,000 or 2,000. I'm going to add in this inventory banana, for example. Let's say I'm going to add 30,000 3,000. Okay, so now the inventory should be in A store, should be updated. Let me zoom it. As you can see, it's become negative now because we stacks out a lot, as you can see. So the stacks is become negative because we stacks out more than the available stacks. So once we delete this transaction, let's say I'm going to multiple delete this, you will see the difference. So you can click this view all, tick this, and this stack should be back to normal. I mean, it should, whatever we deducted from the store, it should go back. Just wait until it loads, because we deleted 3 items in one shot. As you can see, it go back here. So what you can do also in the stacks out, you can add the data validation that they can only stacks out if the item is it should be not negative. Okay, you can add here in data validation, for example, in stacks out log. Now we can delete this. In stacks out log, here in the in the new available stacks, you can put a data validation here. So you can put a data validation here. So you can put this is not more than 1, okay, or more than 0. It should not be less than 0, okay. So now if you put this data validation, let's try how this works. So in the inventory, let's say in Apple, in A store, there are 100 available stocks. If you're going to stocks out, I'm going to add in this transaction. I'm going to stocks out Apple. So currently there are 100 there. If I'm going to stocks out 101, it should not allow. See, as you can see, this is invalid. So this one, in this way, user cannot save it. But if you put 100, it's also not allowed. So here, the new available stocks, so you can only put 99, which is either always 1, or you can define as well this. It should be this is greater than 0, or you can put an additional this is wait, or there is another example here. We can put here the minimum value should be, you can also put here a minimum value should be 0, okay. So we can put here, instead of data validation, we can put it in the minimum value 0. Let's see how it works. So you cannot over negative the stocks. I mean, you cannot put it as negative. For example, now let's go to the stocks out. I'm going to add in this transaction. So banana here, sorry, apple, currently there are available stocks which is 100. Okay, so I'm going to 101. It doesn't allow me. So if with 100 it allows. Okay, so this is how you, and the ID, this one you can hide this. So by going here, you can redesign your form. So you can just item code, unit price, then quantity, so available stocks, new available stocks. So that's it. So that's how you're gonna restrict the stocks, so in order not to become negative in your store. So let's try one more, since we adjusted the formula, I mean the form. Going to add, so here we have, let's say, the banana. So the banana is available stocks is 550. So if I put 550, it allows me to save. But if I put 551, it doesn't allow me to save. Okay, so let's stocks out 550, and then going back there, banana should become 0. All right, so just it's become 0. Once deleted, let's go back to 550 here. It should become 550 in just matter of seconds. All right, now guys, let's work with the stocks in. So in the stocks in, whenever we delete something here, it should deduct from the inventory. Stocks out, whenever we delete something, it's added in the inventory. Stocks in is an opposite one. So same goes with stocks in. We are going to create an automation in the task. So I'm going to you can just copy this void stocks out. So you can copy this, duplicate, and then rename this into void stocks in. Change the table to stocks in log. Okay, then same target table, and here in the body you can just, instead of you don't need to change anything, only this plus sign, then you put this as a minus sign. That's all you need to do. Save. Then let's create a boot. So I'm going to create a new boot, custom boot. So this is void stocks in. Okay, so void stocks in, configure event. I'm going just to copy this. Configure the event, create custom event. Trigger this on deletes, select the table, stocks in log. Add step, rename the step if you would like. Then select void stocks in that you created, save. Now let's test if this works. Alright, so stocks in log, currently we have a transaction here. We have banana and grapes, there are 200 each. So if I'm going to, this is in A store, yeah? So B store also we have. So in A store we have that. So in, let's check again. So for grapes, if I'm going to void the grapes and banana, so it should deduct in the inventory 200. So in A store, so banana is 550, grape is 550. So minus 200, it should become 300, 350. All right, if I voided this two. Let's try to void this thing. So if I want to void it in one shot, I can just click the view, then take this, void, and let's see if this become 350. Once the sync is done, should become 350. As you can see, it becomes 350. And same way, guys, we can also have a delete button here once there is no transaction anymore here. So what you can do, we can just add the delete button here, delete button, and go to the behavior, and you can also in stacks in delete button, we can apply here a condition. So this is blank, the related stacks in log, same what we did, same what we did in the stacks out, is blank. Okay, let's go back there. Now now in the B store, if you're going there, you cannot see the delete button anymore. But if since there is a transaction in this section, so you cannot delete this transaction. If you go to this A store, you can see this, but you can still add it. If you don't want to delete it, you can add. Let's say I'm going to add here Apple, and it has currently 100 available stocks. So the same goes, guys. If it's 100 available stocks, if you stocks out 101, it should not be valid, because sorry, if you stocks in, it's okay, I guess. Yeah, so in stocks in, it's possible you can let's say available stocks, it's 100, so you can put 500. It's fine, because this is on anyway stocks in, so we don't need to put a data validation there. So I'm going to add, and also here you can design, you need to hide this ID to make sure you can design the form. So here, date time, it's item code, use unit, price, quantity, total amount, available stocks. This is the reason why we need the slice for the form. Then new available stocks. So save. So here in the stocks in, we can add items here. So now item code, let's say I'm going to add Apple. Currently there are 100 available stocks, so I can put, let's say, 900 to become 1000. And see, it will also update in inventory that we added an Apple here, so it will become 1350. I guess the stocks in is from A store. Yep. All right, see the Apple here, I added 900, it's become 1000, the Apple here. All right, so maybe we can design UX here. Maybe in the next video we can design that one. So also in the inventory here, in the items, if you wanted to monitor here, so all of these items we can keep it in the side menu here. So all the primary views here, so if you don't want to show it, you can just keep it as a reference. It will hide. And also going back there, so we don't want to show this view, going back there, so only we need to show, let's say, the so we still have this, we can hide this. Okay, so final one. Okay, so here in the item, if you want, once you click, you can see here the inventory here, related inventory. So you can see there are some related items here in the stocks out log, stocks in log. You can see related inventories related here. You can design this as well. So if you like, and in the related inventory, you can view this, and inventory inline, you can group this by store if you would like. So if you group it by store, looking up, so you can see that in this particular item These are the inventories that we have in the store. These are the related in the store. So this is the UX. It is depends on you how you would like to design it. All right, so we covered already the void and stocks in and stocks out. And if you have any questions about this inventory management, don't hesitate to put it in the comment section, or you can contact me. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time in my next video.